Yo, what's up everyone? Today we'll be looking at looksminiimuming couldn't save Clavicular. I don't know if y'all have seen his new face or anything. Like I think I saw a picture of it, but I didn't look at anything about it. So I just assumed that it was fake. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really look too much into it. I thought it was just AI, but if it's not, then oh boy, does it not look good. But anyways, let's just get into it.
Sure. I'm American, so I don't really speak. You speak English? Well, you look very beautiful. What are you guys up to later tonight? A restaurant. You don't want to spice it up a little bit and hit like a club or something?
I mean, are y'all just going up to people asking them stuff like this? Oh yeah, he's not even in America. He's in Paris. Paris is one of those places where it's like people always want to go to travel to because the city looks beautiful and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you right now, them people are not the same.
Not tonight? All good. Well, I hope you guys enjoy your dinner. Take care of yourself. Yeah.
Not as in terms of like looks, but like attitude wise.
They wasn't feeling it, so I just off. Clavicular. Don't look me up though. I could.
Are you famous?
Yeah.
Have a good time in Paris. I hope you will enjoy it.
All right. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute, that's Clavicular? He looks like young.
Ooh, that is not a good look. That is not a good look. He do kind of look like young Sheldon, and it's the same shirt and everything. The only difference is the collars are flopped or like switched on the other side. Well, that and his eyes. But nah, he actually does look like Sheldon. Yeah, this new look is not a good one. Like, hold on. Yeah, this look right here is not the same as this look right here, bro. That actually is insane, like how different bro looks, and it's not for the better. I don't think it is. I think he shouldn't have just changed his face at all, but whatever.
Sheldon in the face. Hell nah. The thing I like about all these experts that exist on the internet is when they go outside and interact with people in real life. When you're saying things to a phone screen, a camera, or a computer screen with nobody giving you any pushback or real world feedback on the advice that you have or things that you say, you can get off whatever that you want. And that's why this whole Clavicular situation is so interesting. He's built this brand off of looks being the ultimate cheat code to life. But recently, everything that was supposed to prove that this philosophy was correct and that he should be the go-to guy to listen to has actually been making him look worse. His plastic surgeries get him mocked by his own fans. His confidence seems to be shaken on stream. And now in Paris, his trip that he's taking is exposing the biggest problem with this whole image. Real life does not always reward clout like the internet does. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way.
Yeah, this is not a good look for Clavicular out there, you know. And it's crazy because when you really think, like, when people think of like plastic surgery is to make themselves like look better, make themselves feel better about it, I'm gonna tell you right now, it looks like it's already doing the exact opposite for bro. Like it just doesn't look good, especially when it just showed him
the channel. My subscriber count is basically my nose job. It's a vanity metric, but I still need it. We need people to subscribe to the channel ASAP. Now, back into the video.
Grab your mirror.
Oh, Moggs. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right?
Way better, yeah.
Look at that. You can see the difference now, one side and the other.
I like it.
Yeah, and this is swollen.
Yeah, I can tell.
There, you know, so that will go away.
Way better. Moggs pretty hard.
Looksminiimuming may not be a new.
Yeah, I don't know what bro was talking about. I think also, if you don't know, I think if I'm thinking of the right surgery, I'm pretty sure this nose surgery was I think it was either his nose or his ears. I forget which one it was, but it was by Dr. Miami. If you don't know who that is, that's a man that does BBLs. BBL surgery, not what he was doing.
New concept or conversation, but it seems as though Clavicular is taking it to an entire new level. I think most people agree with the concept that, hey, maybe doing a little bit of push-ups, maybe doing a little bit of sit-ups, maybe cutting your hair, a new outfit as a way to make yourself more presentable for the world is a perfectly fine way to go about, you know, looks maxing or being more desirable to the person that you're trying to attract. And then in pops Clavicular, somebody that we've been following for the past couple of months, God knows why. probably because it's been force-fed down our timelines. Seeing his looks maxing journey, from weightlifting to peptides to taking literal drugs, and I'm talking about, you know, illegal drugs in order to make his jawline look a certain way or make him not want to eat, to even putting an actual hammer to his face.
Okay, so
Killer has done some of the most extreme things in the world when it comes to change.
Oh wait, there, like this right here. This is, I'm pretty sure this is called bone smashing. I think that's what this is called. And I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. This,
his face.
the fact
Clavicular
that
has
he's
done some
willing
of the
to
most
do that,
extreme.
it's like when him smashing his own. I think it was his chin. I think. So it could grow. Like yeah, that was insane
in the world when it comes to changing his physical appearance. And I will say it's had a bunch of different mixed receptions and reviews, but this one that he's doing now, this surgery kick that he's on, is totally, and I mean totally, not accepted by anybody in his community or beyond.
Michael Jackson just tipped $2. There's a Greek tragedy to this, a man of vanity who earned his riches pursuing beauty, and those same riches botched him in pursuit of more beauty.
Well, I obviously ascended, and everyone's gonna know it soon. I'll be vindicated.
It's crazy too, because you know Michael Jackson also got surgery, right? Like that is also interesting. Interesting name to do when saying that. But I mean, the only thing is, I will say though, if you're doing surgery to make like, and you're happy with the surgery, and you come out and you're good with that, that's all you wanted. Like that's cool. Like altering your look, there's nothing wrong with like getting piercings or something, tattoos or something, or getting your like face or somewhere on your body work. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. I just think it gets to a point.
And have the last laugh. I'll have the last laugh over all these fuckers. Give it like another couple
Clavicular's
days
definitely
when I'm
reaching
in Paris,
that point,
Fashion Week, mogging to death.
If he hasn't passed it already.
That'll be very, very easy. Don't even worry about it. All right, don't even worry about it.
It's not inherently about the surgery itself. I think people can identify that, hey, there might be some use cases for a surgery, but it's this continued endeavor to do the extreme thing over and over again in order to improve your appearance. I think this shows more of an insecurity about Clavicular. This chase for self-improvement when you're never finished gets to the point where you're willing to go underneath the knife. This is why you even have some of his fans in his own chat making fun of him and cracking jokes on him. Because now it seems as though, one, he looks like young Sheldon, but two, he's never satisfied with the way that he looks.
Dr. Miami just tipped $3. Clavicular.
Yeah, that too. I mean, and especially if you visually look like you're not like this. This is a very basic fellow right here. This is not clavicular. Clavicular. Yeah, this is not him, bro. Or I mean, it is. But it's just like he just doesn't. It doesn't look better. He just looks more like basic, kind of like. I could probably go into the street after a little bit. I could probably see somebody that looks more closer to this than his actual look. So yeah, but it all starts with like, truthfully, you can tell Clavicular really doesn't just love himself, really. And oh, my earbuds about to go dead. But Clavicular just doesn't love himself, like, because really, that's like why when people keep changing their looks, it's because they don't like how they look, so they keep changing it and changing it and changing it until they basically get some kind of approval. But the thing is with this is like he's gone so far to a point. It's like when people work out too much. Like muscles can be attracted to a point to people, but then if they get too many muscles and you got veins popping out, your muscles are bigger than the Hulk's, then it's like I don't like that. Same thing with like women, like when like people like, you know how people like big butts and stuff, right? Big bosoms and stuff. But the thing is, if it gets too big, then it's like, that's too much and it's more of a turnoff. This is what I'm saying for him. He's like getting to such a point with his face that it's not.
I hope you are enjoying your new nose. I designed it to look like Gandhi. One question, why go to a butt doctor for a nose job? Giga gesture.
So it was his nose.
Okay, I do not even want to stream. Do not make fun of me. It's almost done recovering. Do not make fun of me. All right, please, please, do not make fun of me. Please, 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 please.
Rabbi Pinto just tipped $2. Hello, Braden. Good to see you are transitioning into a Jew more and more every day, including the nose. Love from Tel Aviv.
I hate this this is the worst job ever. I hate doing this. This is why I don't stream.
Chop just tipped $2. Bro looks like Family Guy. It's over Clav, you are a joke. Dylan Latham took your legacy. It's over Chud Boy, you're lacy maxing.
I think it's fair to say.
What? But you see, this is the point. Now you got more people talking about how he looks. He wasn't really getting that before, so now it's just like now like he's gonna realize like, yeah, this was a bad decision if he hasn't already. But it's like he's so deep into the looks maxing thing, he's either gonna try to change his looks again to make it look like how it originally did to make it look better, or he's just gonna keep going and going and going until he's just not the same person anymore.
But he's clearly self-conscious about his looks, not just because he's getting these surgeries, which of course is a clear indicator, but also due to the fact that when these people joke with him or poke and prod at all these surgeries, he's getting offended. Even when somebody goes and makes a clearly fake Dr. Miami account and sends him a TTS message about how he made his nose, he still feels like it's just not good enough, or he feels ugly, or he feels like this is hurting him to the point where he's saying like, yo, this is not the job for me, etc., etc. This is the same audience that praised him for being attractive, thanked him for putting them on the path of getting their own looks in order, and said that, you know, you're one of the more better looking guys on the internet. Now they have turned heel on him and are saying, yo, you look like a doofy for going under the knife for ultimately the attraction of men. Because let's be clear, Clavicular has a girlfriend, and even his girlfriend thinks that this is a pointless surgery.
I'm so annoyed at you.
For what?
You didn't need this.
Yeah, but I wanted it.
You need the...
Well,
That looks so painful.
You probably should have listened to your girl, bro. This is one of them cases where you should have listened to her, because the nose, I will admit, the nose wasn't too big of a thing. It was whatever he did after it. I don't know if it was his ears, his just whole like cheek face or whatever.
You always look better.
correct. It looks maxing.
This right here is the problem with looks maxing culture. It's supposed
not looks maxing. It's like looks minimum.
to be something that's supposed to make you more confident, but the scale starts tipping. Now you're constantly being rated by yourself and others. You're being measured, you're being compared, you're being picked apart. And before you know it, you're doing something super duper extreme in order to get your looks in order. And it may not always be as extreme as surgery. I think those extreme diets where you're only eating 2 dates a day falls in that same category, just on a different end of the spectrum. That wasn't supposed to be the thing about Clavicular. Clavicular propped himself up as a guy who beat the system, but now he just looks like somebody that's trapped inside of it. But it's okay though, because we weren't supposed to be the end all be all judges of this. He was supposed to go to where fashion and model culture and looks maxing is supposed to thrive. He was going to Paris to get validation from Paris Fashion Week and from the more conventionally attractive.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I know that failed. The way this is being set up and played, I know that failed. Cause for when you're going to Paris for like a fashion thing, you got your face all messed up, people already talking about it, and you expect to get validation from Paris? No, they're probably gonna be worse.
People over in Paris. But what happens when you get over to Paris and it still doesn't work out for you?
We have other friends coming, we'll see with them.
All right,
Well,
your loss.
yeah, we'll let you guys have a good day.
So he's trying to hit on a girl, and I guess the bro next to him said, "Your loss." Yeah, bro, you're already lame as this.
Fuck, that's sad. We'll just hand out the rest
okay,
of them. Listen, I always say, I have the worst game, so I don't claim to ever be something I'm not. I'm not a fucking pickup artist. I'm a fucking autist. You know, I'll tell you everything you need to know.
You're an artist?
Be something I'm not. I'm not a fucking pickup artist. I'm a fucking autist. You know, I'll tell you everything you need to know about looks maxing, but going up to chicks, not my specialty whatsoever.
Okay, then I'll teach you, because French girls are different also, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
In Miami, you go up, you say, "Hey, slut, you want to fuck?" And it
No, you don't. You're not doing that anywhere. Like, the best spot that's going to be at is, like, the only way that could possibly work is with a prostitute. And even still, no, it just wouldn't. Like, it would in some cases, I guess, when people are just like that. But you're not going up to any person in Miami saying, "Hey, you want to," like, you're not doing that, bro.
Yeah, here it doesn't work like that.
well, for me at least.
Clavicular is not working for you. The funniest thing about all this is that it's not just the awkwardness of the interaction. It's the fact that Clavicular even looks confused that there is some sort of awkwardness. Like, he's thinking that all the things that he's planned and worked for and thought about and works where he's normally from should just work universally everywhere. He's out there talking as if his presence of just existing should just be enough for people. Like, these people are just supposed to know who he is, but he's finding out in real time that in Paris, and I would presume in other places, places. That American live streaming room shit that he be getting off, that shit don't work. These women don't care about your online lore. They don't care about your fan base. They don't care about the fact that you're clavicular. This is where that whole...
I would say that also is kind of more of the statement in America too. I mean, I don't think really nobody, I guess besides any of the issues he already starts and it's already going on in America, that would be the only reason. Like, but like him as a who he is, I don't think nobody really cares. It's just the fact that I think more people are going to be more, they're more at the forefront when they say something to you, though.
Looksmaxing ideology that he keeps preaching becomes shaky. Not only does it put you in this constant loop of changing your body to better yourself, even to the tune of going underneath the knife, but it's also not being shown in real time that it's giving you the access in which people claim it's supposed to. So what are you supposed to do when the access isn't there? Naturally, you'd probably rely on things that, I don't know, don't have anything to do with your looks, maybe your personality, your wit, your charm, all these other things. But that's not what looksmaxing preaches. See, the internet can convince you that you're some sort of handsome Squidward type feature because the chat spams these edits, your fans call you a mogger, but real life is much, much, much colder than this. People don't actually care about these things. Now, you would think that Clavicular would take a different approach once he found in this. People don't actually care, call you a mogger, but real take a different approach.
Nobody in real life actually like cares about like terms and stuff like that or that kind of lifestyle. Like when it comes to like the average person, they're not really going to care. The only people that are going to care like that are like people looking for a way to fix or better themselves. And unfortunately, they go down the route of looks maxers, dating gurus, or people like the fresh and fits pretty much. So that's what they'll go down, and that's not a good route to go down. But
once he found out that these women of Paris weren't buying his shtick, but no, he doubled down. And quickly, it wasn't just the women of Paris, but Paris in and of itself showed him, nah, gang, we don't rock with that.
Bro, you know what he looks like, bro? He I'm trying to think of a way to say this with people understanding. Okay, he looks like a little kid walking with an adult in an area he's never been. And it's like, and it's around like a bunch of people, like family or something, like a family gathering, a family he's never met. And he's just looking around like, who are these people, like being on toes and stuff. Like that's what. Hold on, I gotta move my camera. Bro's getting flipped. This is a crazy picture, but bro's getting flipped off. I don't know if he knows him. If he doesn't know him and he's just hating the hate, hey, W hate, but at the same time it's like, or like W hating. But at the same time, it's like, dude. It actually is still. And then he just flipped him off back.
Yeah, get out of here.
I wonder if he knew who bro was. If he didn't, that's just crazy.
Be safe. Yeah, this is
there's no way bro did that just because he saw the camera.
I'll say that. Paris ain't safe, bro. Fuck this shit. Yeah, this is not safe. Bro, why is it so fucking metal here?
He realized Paris is not as safe as he thought it was.
Like, what is this shit? It's the most ghetto shit ever. Just the thing is, people are already fighting like just randomly on their own, so that shit turns into a brawl quickly.
Monsieur Clavicular, you look like a petite baby. You know, walking around with bodyguards usually means that you are important, or at least it gives off that appearance, but not here. In this case, it almost did the opposite. Look at Clavicular's eyes in this situation as he walks around. He looks nervous. The whole thing feels forced, like he's trying to create this celebrity type image, and based off of the reception that the citizens are giving him, they don't really give a shit about nothing that he's got going on. And based off of people flipping him off and throwing water on him and just the general nasty stares and looks that he got, this isn't Clavicular taking over Paris. This is more like people want you gone. You look like an annoying douchebag. We really don't care about who you are.
No, I don't think he looks like that. I think he looked like that before, but now he just looks kind of, normal. Like he's the definition of normal, basic. Like,
and you need to
he
get up
don't
out
look
of here
special.
fast. And to be fair, he does look very, very uncomfortable. Like, that part is totally understandable. When random people are antagonizing you and being hostile towards you in a foreign city, it's not necessarily funny at the moment. But it also exposes this gap between this internet persona and confidence that Clavicular has and the internet people that he expects to care about him because he's done so much work to, you know, fix his body up right and to look a certain way. See, online, Clav can control the room, he can talk over the chat, he can turn criticism into content, but in Paris, he can't control the environment. The women are leaving, the locals react, the streets don't really give a damn about this guy walking through with this big black guy and a camera person, and suddenly the whole looks maxing God thing feels very, very fragile. Now he's
Yeah, it brought him down to earth, which he should have been at, but it just, you know, brought it down even more, to the point where it's just like, he's getting hit with that Pennywise treatment. It's making him feel small.
run into the internet being full on delusional based off of his whole Paris experience. In a quote, he says, "I thought I did something wrong to upset people in France, but it turns out the French are impolite shitbags. Girls from the US are a lot more attractive than EU, simply because the gene pool was devastated during World War II. All the good genes died in war, while the physically unfit stayed back and reproduced. So I'm going to offer my Looks Maxing course 50% off to the French because not only do they need it, but they also can't afford it at full ticket." So let me get
That's how we feel it? Yeah, that was hate. that he did not like how he was treated. Cause dang, but come on, bro. Like, you can't blame a whole. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't. Sometimes I do be hearing crazy thing about like France, bro, or like how like the city is nice, but the people aren't. But at the same time, it's like, this doesn't seem like why you're saying that.
this straight. You get rejected because you look like somebody tried to sculpt you in clay and messed up several times. And now all of a sudden the French women are the rudest because they don't want to, I don't know, deal with a guy that puts hammers to his face, does drugs, says the most insane things, just has this weird aura around him, chasing skirts with a cameraman behind him. You give off douchebag energy and they're supposed to bend the knee for you. That's what we're supposed to believe. Get the fuck out of here. This is where the whole mask starts to slip, in my opinion. Instead of Clavicular saying, "Yo, Paris humbled me,"
Oh, that's another thing. He getting that Homelander treatment where it's like he feel like he the big dog in there, but it's like when people treat him as a normal dude or like smaller than them, then he's just like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be praising me. I'm Clavicular. I'm Clav." But he's just like, everyone else is just like, "Bro, what are you talking about, bro? Get in line like the rest of us." That's
Dang,
what they're doing.
I probably got to change my approach to this whole situation, do something different, push a bunch of different narratives. Instead of doing that, Clavicular went ahead and just threw everybody underneath the bus. Because it wasn't him. It's not him. It's this entire place and space that's got him fucked up. This is why I am anti-looks maxing, at least the way that the movement has been, you know, pushed in the past couple years. It's shifted from, hey, I have to prioritize and focus on what makes me better from a holistic standpoint, and has gone straight to the looks of it all. And maybe it's because the looks of it all is so easily accessible that, you know, you can pay your way into it. But ultimately, when the looks aren't everything and it's falling apart in real time, just like it was doing it for Clavicular, it's not that, hey, maybe I need to work on myself. Maybe it's my personality. Maybe it's my humility.
Which you would have thought he would have got by then. Is like, yeah, bro, it's not just about like your looks. Like, that's not what makes you, I would say, an attractive person in everybody's eyes. Like, okay, looks will help you there. Not him anymore, but it'll help you. But truthfully, it comes down to your personality, your attitude, how you act, how you walk, how you hold yourself. That's really what it comes down to, not just looks alone. Like personality and everything, and the way you act towards certain things does matter.
Maybe it's all these other things. It becomes this, hey, these women are lower quality. It's not about me. This country is worse. You know, they don't understand what they're looking at. Which
is crazy, because didn't he just talk about how he can basically go up to any person in Miami and say, "Hey, you want to like," but now it's to give you a little bit more difficulty. And all of a sudden now it's like, man, they ain't even like that, man. They're worse. Like, regular women are better. Like, bro, Come
He's a
on.
10 God Mog Max. It's amazing. And this isn't a shot at America.
what?
Because we live here. Shouts out to the USA as we take on England in the World Cup. But America's not like this picture perfect environment when it comes to fitness and health and all this other stuff like that. He went to Paris Fashion Week where it's supposed to be the top of the top and cream of the crop when it comes to looks. So now I'm more inclined to believe he's not even making real observations. He's just grasping for whatever straws so he can make the rejection feel less than what
Oh my God, that hurt. That hurt. I just hit my elbow on the table. Who that hurt? That hurt.
what it actually is. And so now, and this is a part of the teachings of Clavicular and some of the other looksmixing community, because we aren't getting our way, we're back to this ranking thing. Everything is ranked like a product. Everything is graded on this scale, et cetera, et cetera. And when you don't get the validation that you don't like deserve, at least that you think you deserve, now you're looking to process it in a totally bad way, put them on a ranking scale, use that ranking scale as cope to even like put them on a lower ranking scale than mathematically they should be. Like, all things considered, where you were at the time that you were in should be higher ranked than the American women, but you're being obtuse because you're not getting your way. And so Clavicular never actually questions his mindset in it all.
And that's what's crazy. You would think like by now you see the red flags. Like you would think by now you'd see the red flags. Like, but you don't. Like when it comes to your donations, the crowd you hang around, how people act towards you when people show like a disdain. Is that what it is? A discern. I'm pretty sure it's the same. Like they just don't like you. You would think like, yeah, like it's like at the point where you're making money, you don't really care because you're making the money, but at the same time, at some point, it's gonna reach to you. Like no amount of money can really. Nah, I take that back. Most amounts of money that you get isn't gonna like really protect you from how people think of you. You truly got to be making like FU money, bro. You truly got to be making that kind of amount to really be like, I don't really care. And even still, it's like if it reaches you, it's gonna probably make you feel a certain type of way. But at some point, you got to be able to live that for so long in that kind of like money range where it's just like it just doesn't bother you at all. But because it's like you know you're gonna get hate no matter what, so it's just like, hey, whatever. But to him, no, bro's definitely sensitive. He's definitely a sensitive dude, and it's just kind of cracking more and more.
Kind of doubles down in this thing that only works on the internet. And I guess it makes sense because you're gonna spend 90% of the time back behind your computer desk anyway, right? So like, who really gives a shit if it doesn't work IRL, as long as you can sell somebody on the fact that it does work. I think the reason why this whole Paris situation hit the hardest to me is because, I mean, for what it's worth, people were already questioning Clavicular's looks. They were looking at him sideways. They were questioning the ideology. But when he put it to the actual test,
yeah, I mean, I don't think by then. I think people were like, more of when he first was talking about it and what he did, people were just like shocked by all the like extreme measures he was taking and stuff. But I don't think it started getting when he actually did put it to the test and like got the nose and stuff. Yeah, that's where it took a steep
only
decline.
Gave more proof as to why, it doesn't work. Paris trip just gave it a new stage to prove that it didn't work. Clavicular's recent downfall is not that he got rejected in Paris or clowned for the surgery. The bigger issue is that he built this whole identity and the idea that looks equal power. But recently, the more he chases this power, the less powerful he actually looks in it. Paris was supposed to be proof that what he was doing was working, right? All of the drugs, all of the hammer.
Maybe if it was beforehand, but he messed that up. So
all of the going under the knife. People in his chat, in his community, in the States didn't understand it all. So he was going to go to a place in space where they were going to truly appreciate it. And in reality, they just didn't. Why? Because clout doesn't automatically mean some sort of attraction. The security didn't make him look untouchable. It actually made him look uncomfortable. And his surgeries didn't silence the criticism. It actually gave the audience new material to laugh at. And the saddest part about it is that this same culture that rewards him for judging.
By the way, all he said is wait for it to heal, bro. Waiting for it to heal ain't gonna change anything, bro.
All these people is now judging him harshly. That's the real story is. The foundation and lifestyle that Clavicular has built is now the one that is actively breaking him down. And I know he can't handle it. Ultimately, he'll probably go back under the knife of a Dr. Miami to get another nose job and then be on this perpetual cycle. That whole
Yeah, I'm gonna just that I do think what he's doing is definitely the wrong way to go about it. Like at some point again, like it involves you changing yourself isn't what you need alone. What truly will change how you feel about yourself is yourself and how much you actually like care and love yourself. Not like in the terms of like how am I trying to put this? Not in the terms of what okay, hold on. I gotta redo my whole point. So basically, it's not about like you being like, yeah, I love myself. No, it truly shows like when you're like you're cool with how you are as a person, how you look as a person, how you move. When it comes to that, really nobody can touch you, no matter how you really act. That as long as you love yourself, that's what's good. But the thing is you can't really you doing it like in a negative way is never gonna make it feel like, yeah, I love myself, I love what I'm doing. Because at some point, it's not gonna in the long run, it's not gonna last. But in the case of you carrying yourself right, you doing everything that you want and everything. I mean that like when you actually get to that spot, then yeah, you'll pretty much love yourself. But I mean, I was gonna try to put that a different way, but I kind of started losing the words. So I mean, with that being said, yeah, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, which will be the Streamer University Los Angeles one. That should be out as long as everything goes according to plan. I should be able to get it out by like tomorrow. But I mean, hey, with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.